Welcome into another episode of your mom's favorite podcast. It's the Gold Standard College Basketball Show with your boys Big Pop and Bobby Hoops. I don't know about you, but a little brownie time, personally.
A little red for your boy.
God, I do love a good red.
Little red vino. Felt right. Something just a little fruity, little light.
Well, you deserve
Vols on a 4-game winning streak. Actually 5-game winning streak.
5-game winning streak. Nate Ament looks like he's finally
4-game
figuring it out a little bit.
4-game winning streak. Yeah. Feel pretty good.
As you should. But hey, it's been several games. I counted up. It's 4 games have happened, at least for Kentucky's end, since we were last together.
4 for us.
Last time we were together also, I wasn't gloating or anything. That past is the past. It just so happens, though, now that we are back together, Saturday we square up for round 2. I know we'll get into it. We'll talk about whatever that means. Not that it's a big deal. It is the denim game. Kentucky has been, showboating, marketing that since August. So not a thing.
I'm pretty sure I remember what this is, but denim game?
Yeah, so years ago, between 90, when did they break them out? Converse did the denim uniforms from 95 through 98. I think it was a couple seasons, but the 96 team won it. They were wearing denim uniforms, and so as a gesture to Mope, the fact that he's the head ball coach, like, hey, why don't we do a little anniversary game? Denim, bring it back. It'll be cool.
All right.
I've had, group chat that are like, I hate the denims, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm cool with them.
Just something fun.
Yeah, it's just something fun. Like,
people get excited.
Hey, if the players love it, great. Yeah. That's all that matters. Yeah. If the players literally veto it and say, we hate this, then you know what they're probably not going to do? They're probably not going to run the denim uniforms.
Yeah.
But I do think the majority of the people, fan-wise, love them. I personally would prefer the icicle jerseys, but just me. I'm not in charge of marketing. I don't work at Nike.
Was that like early 2010s icicle?
No. This is still like 90s.
Okay.
This was
Kentucky.
Here, I got you.
Icicle jersey. Let's see here. This is great radio.
He's not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm on Google. Oh, I see. Yes.
It's fine.
I recognize these.
For those at home, if you're not watching YouTube, I was holding my phone in front of the camera for probably
those are
several seconds before he finally looked like, oh yeah, there it is. my boy Tony Delk, absolute legend.
Icicle. Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. Sounds
so. Anywho, that's what I would do, but that's for nerd stuff. If you even care about uniforms, I know that in one friend group, it's a pretty hot and messy topic of like, do you prefer the smoky gray uniforms? Do you prefer blackout?
Yeah. Some people feel strongly about that. I do agree with you. If the kids like it, I go by what the kids like. If it fires them up, if it's up to me, nobody would ever wear gray.
Oh.
Wear black. It's cooler. Just me.
Sure. Just you.
Just me.
Hey, Danny, if you're listening.
Just me.
Just take a note. Hey, for the last couple weeks, has really anything stood out to you when it comes to broad landscape college basketball? Personally, I only bring up Miami of Ohio because I think that they're becoming a very interesting test subject.
Mm-hmm.
I bring them up because today, our boy Ryan Hammer had posted about Miami of Ohio and was kind of giving a pitch of just, here's what I think, and I won't, get too glamorous about the nerd out part because he was bringing in what's their net, what's LaFraude, he said, all the metric stuff or what's an opinion on it. He basically said, I think that they can only lose 3 games. So he's like, you can mix and match. You could do 2 games, or basically say like if you lose only 2 games, doesn't matter if you lose one regular season and then one in the MAC conference tournament,
yeah.
like firmly in, no problem. But he's like, but if it's 3, mainly means like 2 conference games and then at some point you lose in your conference tournament. He was suggesting he thinks they wouldn't get in. I left a comment. I said, I think they would still be. I did agree that I think the line is at 3.
Yeah.
And that's without getting into the technicalities of, again, net, the Q1, Q2, that stuff when it comes to who you beat. Are they doing any good? Because I think at this point we both would agree that if they were to lose to anybody in their conference, it's going to end up being like a Q3 or Q4 loss, which means it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
It's only going to hurt them because the teams that they're playing in their conference also are in the same subject category of they weren't playing some Power 4 team, beat them to where they can show like, okay, we can elevate our conversation here about, hey, like we beat, not that it happened, but say like a Clemson or a Virginia Tech. Just a name brand that everybody knows. Those are teams that usually they'll probably get in, but they can at least say like we beat somebody with some relevance. And I think that Miami of Ohio is just, and this part of my conversation, at least in my comment, was saying, should they be punished by the committee for something that isn't their fault?
Yeah.
But like the Power 4 teams have all said no to them. So like, isn't Miami of Ohio's fault? I don't know. I basically was like, it would feel like a big PR nightmare. But if the committee says like we went by all of the same regulation and the same metrics, and we left them out still with 3 losses, then I was like, I mean, it makes sense. Brian brought in a couple teams as a response just to say like this happened to other teams also, like Stephen F. Austin. I can't remember, maybe Dayton was one of them, but I don't know. It's just been like very curious because I don't know if they're necessarily like the Cinderella or darling of college hoops, but they're on the radar. Like they're undefeated.
Yeah. It's like the premise of them losing 3 games with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games left in the regular season. You're 23-0. Like the idea to me of them losing 3 of the next 8 seems unlikely. And I guess you probably count if they were to go out before the end in the conference tournament, which I don't know. Unless, to me, I've always felt like if you're a top team, unless you go out early in the conference tournament, if they were to lose in the final, I don't know how much they'd be docked for that. But I say that it feels unlikely with the amount of games they have left for them to be 23-0 that they're going to lose 3 of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, they just beat Buffalo by 2. 73-71. They beat UMass by 2, 86-84. They won at Kent State. Had to be overtime. Won by 6 in overtime. They beat Buffalo again in overtime by 3. They beat Akron by 3. Like they've a lot of close wins. Which, hey, winners win. They got the job done, and that's part of the reason why they're ranked and why we're having all these conversations about them is they keep winning. I do wonder if they lose a couple of the next 2, if the committee's going to say like, well, a lot of close wins. Does that dock them? If someone was making that argument, I could see it. I don't know. I think you and I fall into the hey, they won, but they won. They keep winning. They have not lost a game. So it'll be interesting. I kind of have the way things are going. I can't see them losing 3 of the next 8, or including the conference tournament. But
no,
I wouldn't be. I would not be surprised with how many close wins they've had. They can't all go your way. If you're gonna have this many close games, it just feels like statistically, your luck has to run out at some point.
Yeah, you're flirting with disaster almost every game, but they keep finding a way. You're not gonna apologize for figuring it out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I say all this knowing that like even if they get in, they're probably going to get like an 11 or a 12 seed. It's not.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, like you're not going to go undefeated as a Miami, Ohio team and get a 1 or a 2 seed. Like it just
whatever 4 or 5 seed gets them,
they're going to be so mad.
Oh, so mad, so mad.
But Miami of Ohio won't care because they would rightfully be in the tournament, and I'm sure they're probably like, we don't care. You square us up with whoever you want.
Yeah,
just toss the ball.
They're chomping at the bit. Yeah.
I did see this question as a different subject around college basketball. Somebody simply said, if you were in charge of the number 1 pick of your team, whoever it is in the NBA, who would you pick? Darren Peterson or AJ DeBanson? I pretty quickly said, I think I said AJ, but I'll be honest. I don't think you can go wrong.
To me, this year, people are having the conversation like, would Cooper Flagg go number 1 in this draft? Like, I don't think it's so easy to decide. I think my answer goes into like kind of the one like broad topic thing that I kind of had in mind. I mean, it's probably Darren Peterson. It feels like watching him I heard somebody say it's like it like low key feels like I'm watching Kobe Bryant, like young Kobe Bryant. Like the everything with Kansas and him, it's to me the most interesting story of the college basketball season, and that this guy who is like, I think most of the draft boards right now have him number 1, or at least a lot of the ones that I've seen. He's played in half of their game, or I think half of their games. Yeah, half of their games. A lot of the games he has played in, he's playing a half of the game. And there's this weird, there's like all these reports that like his agent is always at the game and on the sideline talking to the AD of like when it's time to get Darren out of the game. Because he's had muscle cramps, that's been the thing all year of, well, Darren can't play tonight because he's got muscle cramps, or Darren can't play with 15 minutes left in the second half and he's not coming back in, and nobody's over there on the side doing treatment on him. They're just like, yeah, Darren's done for the night. And it's like someone has, I can't remember, probably was Ryan Hammer or maybe someone else talking about like Bill Self's probably had a little bit of a downswing in success the last few years for Kansas, but like, you have to tip your cap to the job he's doing, having Kansas as I think they're 12 or 11th right now. That like he's basically coaching 2 different teams at the same time, and it's the Kansas Jayhawks with Darren Peterson and the Kansas Jayhawks without Darren Peterson. And this weird, like, it almost feels like at this point, like Darren doesn't even have anything to do with the decision to play or not play. Yeah. It's like everyone just kind of understands that, like it or not, like this kid is going to be probably a top 2 pick in the NBA draft. He's having like some muscle cramp problems. We are not jeopardizing anything.
But what was Ryan Hammer's opinion on?
I can't remember.
It was just like a separate clip. I remember it just because it's funny with the like muscle cramp stuff. So you're
yes
22 games into the season, and he says,
he basically he pointed out, like, muscle cramps is like, it's not really like it really is a conditioning issue. Like, you're at this point in the season, if you still are having muscle cramps every game, your conditioning's off, your hydration's not there. Like, it's very treatable.
Yep.
And it does make the whole thing feel weird. And like, if I was a Kansas fan, I would be like, it would just be so hard, because he'll have these games like against BYU the other week. He had
what do you have, 20 in the first half?
He played 20 minutes. He had 18 points in 20 minutes and played like the first 2 minutes of the second half and never came back in. Against Baylor a couple weeks ago, he had 26 points in 23 minutes. Unreal. Like, he's incredible. He's a great passer. Everything when he's playing, he was
the BYU game. They were up 20 at halftime. They were up 53-33. Yeah. And they only ended up winning by 8, but it was because he sat almost the last 18 minutes of the second half.
It's so weird. I think, like, it's known I'm a bit of a Washington Wizards fan, a bit. So a lot of conversations had amongst my Wizards friends of like, hey, we're probably going to have the
have one question.
Good chance. Thanks. Sure. Good chance that the Wizards have the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. Who do you want? I mean, I do think if you land in the top 3, you're happy with whoever. I mean, if it's Darren Peterson, I'm really happy. If it's AJ Debanta, I'm really happy. If it's Cam Boozer, I'm really happy. Like, talk about a guy like Cam Boozer, his stats are like pretty much, like, people are saying, like, a hair better than Cooper Flagg's were last year at the same school.
Yeah, he's a walking double-double.
And he's like their point guard and he's their point forward for them. Yeah. And like, if they wind up with it, like, I'm so happy with that. Caleb Wilson from UNC, like, any of these guys, I'm pretty much happy with whoever.
Yeah, I think that with this freshman class, you're going to see, obviously, a lot of them are going to declare, but I don't think you find yourself in a lose situation. This is what I'm calling, if you have any of the top 10 draft picks, maybe even 15, you're going to get it. And that's not even getting into the weeds about, like, Euro players, Australia, whatever. I mean, not that I would know about that. That's just me saying there's this whole extra collection of dudes who will put their name in the draft. Speaking of the Wizards, though, you feel good about pulling in guys that their knees need to have, like, ice packs on them, like, pre, middle, and post game. And now you've got AD and
Anthony Davis and Trae Young.
I mean, Trey's fine. No, I don't say fine as if like he's an okay basketball player. I think it's more of like, I think he's going to be fine health wise. I think he'll contribute for several years. AD, bro, it's okay, big dog. Come on up. Yeah, like, you can hang it up. It's okay.
Very quickly on the Wizards, because I know there are 0 people. Maybe shout out John if you're listening.
I was gonna say John cares.
Yeah, John cares. For the one person that cares about this,
one always matters.
I'm wired as a 20-something year Wizards fan to just think any decision that front office makes is going to be the wrong one and is going to fail. Not even fail spectacularly, but just it's just they're just a laughing stock. Always have been. But they're reeling me back in, which is usually I'm going to get kicked soon. Mm-hmm. I'm close enough to be kicked. I think they've drafted really well. They've got some It feels like a lot of teams are probably trying to recreate what the Thunder have done, in that you draft really well, you build a really good young core, and you free up a bunch of cap space to go sign a stud. And I think the Wizards have accomplished the first thing. They're really going to help that cause with whoever they get, if assuming they get a top 3, top 4 pick. Trae Young, Anthony Davis, I'm not like excited to have them. If anything, I wonder if that was like maybe the ownership being like, hey, we believe you. We believe in like this process, but like we kind of need to put butts in seats a little bit. Both Trae Young and Anthony Davis still have some cachet and juice in the, even though I don't think they're winning basketball players anymore. I don't think Trae Young's ever been a winning basketball player. But you're gonna get people to come to the games to watch those two play. They'll probably be a little more exciting. And both of them, the big thing I think with both of them is you barely gave up anything to get them. Trae Young was basically free. And they're both on expiring contracts. So like if it doesn't work next year, great. They're going to become free agents, and you don't have to pay them anymore. And then you have all this cap space to go get a big name.
Let's go get somebody.
So all of those things, I'm kind of like, are the Wizards actually being smart? That's never happened.
Are we doing the right thing finally?
Are we being smart? So it's like these moves are like, my initial reaction should be like, we're idiots. We're total idiots. Of course, we are trading for always injured Anthony Davis and losing player Trae Young. But then you look at what they gave up for him, and I'm like, you really didn't give up much.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay.
And they're going to be free agents soon. If at worst case scenario, they'll be worse. So that's Wizards talk. Maybe they're doing something. I'm probably going to get kicked soon. So
let's talking Wizards.
Let's talking Wizards.
I mean, I think they also made like a cool gesture doing the whole John Wall night. Maybe that was the beginning. I don't know. I just saw that.
Last Wizards thing regarding John Wall. My aforementioned, my friend John, Maryland guy, Wizards fan. He brought it, and it kind of crushed my soul when he brought this up. He's like, at one point, our Wizards fans going to be honest with ourselves that John Wall really didn't do anything for us. Like
I mean, objectively,
the DC area loves him, and he was so exciting for like 6-7 years and had a few really good years. Never ever went to a conference final. Like Trae Young has gone to a conference final.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said Trae Young is more accomplished than John Wall, like my heart like broke a bit, and I was like, you're right.
Yeah,
that you're like, sucks to say.
Damn.
But shout out John Wall. I'll always love John Wall. It was fun few years. We both got to enjoy John Wall on our teams.
Zero complaints. It was a lot of fun watching him. I mean, shifted. For a lot of people, they would tell you that it's depending on the age demographic, but they would say like doing the John Wall dance, which, by the way, people may or may not know that was Boogie who came up with that dance. Did you know that?
I don't think that's true.
It is true. John Wall has said it like on podcasts. Has said Boogie came up with the dance, and he was supposed to be in the like the basket that they were lowering him down in, but Boogie wouldn't get in it. He said he was too scared. So John said, I'll do it. And he was like, great, do it. Like, you're confident you can hit the dance. But Boogie came up with the dance, and then John just happened to be the guy who did it. And then it took off. And Boogie has like no animosity about it. He always laughs telling it because he's like, I started it. I just was too scared to get in the basket.
you just like I'm already being vulnerable about the reality of what John Wall, the reality of what his career was, but I know you always have this boogie agenda. You always stump for
Agenda?
Boogie, and yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, it's true. You've always had this agenda with him. No, that's John Wall's. That's John Wall's thing.
We both went out for a second. Honest to God, I thought for a second you booted us both off. I just saw them both go dark. I was like, oh my, he is had it. Screw you. I'm done. 25 minutes is plenty. I'm going to bed. I'm not doing agendas tonight.
Yeah.
No, it's just always a funny bit.
Yeah.
Remember.
I think we should. Let's talk about our teams.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything else big picture wise.
No.
Across the country.
I don't.
I was going to do a game with you about if Arizona could finish undefeated, but we'll save that for next episode.
Yeah,
they got 9 games left.
Next time. We've talked about other things too much.
Okay. Personally, I'm not – everything's kind of fallen in place conference-wise that for the most part, I think that we would agree, like the teams we thought would be in like the bottom 4 or 3 of the 16 teams, Oklahoma, LSU, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Everything else, maybe I could go back and piddle through the files and be like, I got a couple of them right. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think that Texas A&M was going to be the team.
They just keep winning.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're like, I shouldn't use the word fraud. That wouldn't be fair. Like, they're handling it. But
yeah,
maybe we saw something last night with Alabama.
Losing at Alabama, yeah. I still just feel like, when Tennessee beat them, and that took overtime to beat them, we had to come back and I don't know that really Tennessee at our best that game should have gone to overtime. I just wonder. I wonder with A&M how they can, if this style, if the lack of size, if that's going to hold up, and we'll really see when they play Florida on Saturday. Because, yes, you beat Texas and Mississippi State and South Carolina and Georgia. Georgia is totally collapsing right
good
now.
Job, Mike.
Yeah, good job, Mike. But hey, they've stacked up a lot of wins.
Yeah, it's no mistake. Like, winners win. The Florida game. I could see them going 500 the rest of the games. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you couldn't finish 500 with 9 games. 5 and 4, 4 and 5. I think at that point they would still finish 20, 21 and 10, potentially 22 and 9. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe for Bucky McMillan, it would. I don't know. I guess if you're an A&M fan, big Don Julio, I'm sure he's like, yeah, this is great.
Absolutely, because
how could you not be excited?
You look across the country and you watch what your former coach Buzz Williams is doing at absolute disaster.
Stink fest, bro. Stink fest.
This dude stinks. It's Jover. He's so bad. And he's ruining the Maryland Terrapins.
Your Terps. You in the Terps don't deserve that.
Oh. But if I'm an A&M fan, it's like,
you're like,
holy moly, you've leveled up.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not mad.
Sure.
I'm just I'm genuinely surprised that they are better than what I thought, which was, I don't know what they're going to be.
And I feel like we talked at the beginning of the year that they're going to, at the very least, they're going to be more exciting, and they were going to shoot a ton of threes and put up a lot of points and press all day, and it's an exciting brand of basketball. I agree. I think we'll find out a bit about what they really are this back half stretch of conference play as they play.
I mean, they're gonna handle Ole Miss. They're gonna handle Oklahoma. Texas will be a fiery one. They're gonna handle LSU. They play the Cats.
They got to go to Arkansas. They got to go to Vanderbilt.
You've got 1, 2, I would say Florida, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky. See what happens. I think that you could.
You're gonna throw Vanderbilt in there at Vandy?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Vanderbilt too.
Yeah.
Like let's see.
We'll see. I mean, it's the same kind of thing I said about Vanderbilt. Like, let's see when the start playing teams with numbers next to their name.
Yeah. Or if they play your team and they don't have a number and just get an absolute belt to the ass. That was fun.
Just a nice, comfy 35-point win.
My God. All right. Well, I'm ready to talk our teams if we want to transition from that. You want to talk about Vols real quick? I mean, you've had 4 games since we were last together.
It's been nice.
Run that through real quick.
Yeah. Since we last spoke and that just disgusting, embarrassing loss to Kentucky a couple weeks ago. I mean, we talked.
Everybody keeps saying disgusting. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. That's the maddest I've been after a Tennessee basketball game.
Was the maddest because you also said no cup? Let's ride, baby.
Yeah. I let it all hang out there, baby. And got absolutely smoked. Yeah, I talked about like, okay, I thought after you got smoked by Florida, all right, what are we made of? Like, we have a come from behind win in overtime against A&M. Okay, like we needed to get slapped in the mouth by Florida to like really find ourselves after the kind of up and down December we had, and then Kentucky happens, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what this team is. I don't know if Amen's looking a little better, but is he? I don't know if he's gonna really like take off, and is this team able to do it? Man, they've looked great. I mean, not perfect.
They've looked a lot better.
So much better. And particularly, and it started in the Bama game, is I think I said to you that it, and I at least said to others that like Bama felt like the game that Nate Ament, like it like clicked for him that like, oh, I'm the best player on the court. I'm the best player on the court if I can get to the spots that I want to get to, and I'm a good enough shooter that I'm going to knock them all down. And he went crazy in the Bama game. Out on the road, 29 points in that one at Bama. I mean, it was shooting. I mean, he was 50% from the floor, 66% from three. He was, knocking down all his free throws, just getting everything he wanted. And since then, I mean, he's 19 on the road at Georgia, a game that he started slowly and then found his groove. 22 against Auburn last Saturday, and then another 28 against Ole Miss this week. 25 of that 28 being in the second half because he shot horribly. And it's like, man, if there's two things that are happening with this team that seem to really start to come to light in the Bama game is Nate Ament has woken up and found confidence, found some comfortability on the court with the pressure that SEC defenses are going to bring, and whether or not we are going to make a bunch of shots out there, holy crap, this team rebounds. Like, we might not be able to know what to do with the basketball, but we're going to go get the dang basketball. I mean, the last 4 games, we have out-rebounded our opponents by at least 10 in every single game. In, I think it was the Auburn game. I think it was Auburn. We had one less offensive rebound than they had total rebounds, like just crashing the boards like crazy. And I think sometimes I've watched this team and one, like the Rick Barnes defense, like the forcing turnovers of the last 4 or 5 years of everything Ziegler would do, and Gainey and Meshack. Like, this team, that's not quite our thing. Boswell has his moments, but like the really hard-nosed defense out on the perimeter is not there so much this year. We're not full court pressing as much and not forcing a ton of turnovers, but we make up for it on the boards. It's really fun to watch this team get so many second chance opportunities, because we need them. We need them a lot of the time. But it's become such a game changer for us, the way this team rebounds and just goes after it. Even with Akpar has been out the last couple games, and JP Estrella finding some confidence, finding it feels like this team is settling in to, like, this feels more like that team that beat Houston back in November. Like, it feels like we have had our ups and downs, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. And it's like, how could I have ever doubted that Rick Barnes wasn't going to figure out some way to get this team back on track? Still a good ways to go. Tough game on Saturday. Emotions will be very high. But even like the little things, like there was a report out there after there was a few of those losses and a few of the tight games, even a couple that we won, where Gillespie turning the ball over, making bad decisions. I think Barnes saw that and thought, like, maybe we're asking too much of Jacoby. He was having to play so many minutes. And it's been reported that, like, every practice Barnes has had, at some point during practice, Jacoby goes sit on the side. Go sit on the side because this team needs to figure out how to operate without you. And in the last, week and a half, like, Troy Henderson's getting a lot more run out there, and Boswell's handling the ball more, and even Ament is feeling more comfortable with the ball in his hands. And that's just the kind of stuff that, like, man, this is why you're the man, Rick Barnes. Like, the thought of, like, hey, one of our two most important players, we're just not going to practice with him because the rest of the team has to get better and not lean on him so much. And I'm like, that's
next level, bro.
That's smart. That man's smart. That's good coaching.
That's why you pay the big bucks.
And so I have been very, very happy watching our last, not over. I mean, they've not been perfect. They let Ole Miss. I mean, it was 25-26 at halftime against Ole Miss on Tuesday, and then they scored 58 points in the second half. It just absolutely blew them off the face of the earth. Got to see Chris Beard have a total crash out.
I mean, I was gonna say, first off, like, not the game personally. If I was Chris Beard, that I would get tossed. Wasn't close, but maybe to his credit, I don't know. Maybe he was like, we stink tonight. I don't want to be here. I'm just going to go back to the locker.
It felt like
it just felt unnecessary. Like, maybe big picture, he was trying to make a point for the sake of the team. But I'm also like, bro, y'all are almost 500, like, overall, not even just in the league. And I don't know. I just was more like, I just don't think it was worth it. in this game.
I was trying to on one hand, knowing Chris Beard's colorful history,
Sure.
yeah, that seems about right. That he's going to come stomping on the court before the whistle's even blown and the play is still happening to
I
yell at
loved
the
his
ref.
waddle
And
back to the huddle from the corner when he was supposed to be walking out, and it was just the classic
oh yeah. It's
I
like,
couldn't deal
oh,
with it.
you're telling me the guy who was fired from Texas for some pretty heinous, violent allegations is gonna. I mean, he was shoving his assistant coach off him. He threw a little jab at him to get him off him, and the coach is trying to pull him back. And in the back, I'm like, I guess he's trying to fire his team up, and he's mad because they're not playing hard and fight. I guess. Good, whatever, Chris Beard. But I was sitting watching that with Aaron, and she was like, "I'm scared of that man." I'm like, "Yeah, you should be. Mm-hmm. You should be. Lots of people should be."
Don't think he's an easy or pleasant person to be around.
No, I don't think so. But so yeah, there've been you played with your food a bit with Ole Miss, and it was probably a little tighter of a game at Georgia, and you had to go to overtime to beat them. But Georgia's had their moments this year. They're I think that was the kind of start of their downturn lately. But Saturday feels
pretty big.
It feels. I'm hovering on must win. I don't think
say it.
In my heart and soul.
I'm not trying to push you into anything. I don't have an agenda. I don't do that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you once again for clarifying. Trying to think rationally, and which is not what we do here, but
no, not us.
Big picture, if you don't win on Saturday, it's not the end of the world.
No.
But man, for vibes, for after you had them and you let them off the hook last time, and they punked you in your own. They came into your trap and took over your trap, man. I probably shouldn't say that.
That's fine. Our faithful 8 listeners, I probably won't do anything with that.
Sure. And Ortega Oweh was flexing, calling Jalen Carey fat boy coming off the court. I just have to believe the way that they've played.
It's so dumb, low level IQ, so elementary comments, but man, it lands like an absolute haymaker.
Oh yeah.
And also he didn't say fat boy. He used some different terminology, but still the same.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, it's that whole thing was so humbling, and it should have been really embarrassing for you. And you've rounded into form since then.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to believe those guys are just ravenous and just have that game circled and get me up to Lexington. Mm-hmm. Give me the opportunity to get that back and in their house. So I'm pretty dang excited about it, and a little nervous. We'll I'm undecided. I'm undecided on the cup. I'm undecided.
Yeah.
I'm typically in these situations. I'm not a guard my heart sports fan. I want to feel it.
Sure.
I want to feel it. I know of people who they do their, wet the beat, gambling, whatever, they will bet against Tennessee while they're rooting for Tennessee. So it's like if they lose, at least I got something. I hate that. I hate it. I hate that stuff.
If you're gonna bet your team, bro. The spread's thin though. Speaking of,
yeah, it's
plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5
towards Tennessee. You're like,
I think it'd be a good one. It'll be a good one. Pope's usually seems to be at his best against Tennessee.
I had wondered. This isn't like from my angle of like what would I have to deal with, but I wondered, despite postseason thing last year, of would there be some? I'm thinking of the like Tony Basilios when they get on a radio and say he'd be 4-0 against Rick and just owns them in regular season, and they want their coach fired. Which, like, slow down, big bro. Like, I and a few people do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not right now. He saved his job for another game, but that was just the whole talking point. Was like, they're pissed at him. They want him gone. And it hasn't even been the end of year 2. And you still can't beat him. I'm like, well,
you
slow down.
Beat him in the Sweet 16 last year. Like, it's not like
and it was almost like Tony couldn't he wanted to use that as ammunition.
Absolutely. And whatever gets clicks and listens.
He did it with one caller, which there was a point where like 5 different Kentucky fans called him, which I thought was actually pretty funny. Because they don't screen the calls. They're just like, hey, you're on there. Go ahead. And he used it at one point, but I actually think he does a pretty good, funny job of just being like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, so I don't know. Ultimately, even if Kentucky won, I think that's really as deep as it gets. It's just more of for 24 hours. It's
just rivalry. It's a rivalry.
It's a rivalry game. Everybody's going to be fired up. He's going to have a lot of fun with it. But then, like, after 48 hours, like, everybody's moved on to the next Tuesday and Wednesday game.
Yeah.
So, I interrupted. I didn't know if you had any more thoughts about.
No. That's how I feel.
I think what you feel is correct and fair. Yeah, man.
Thanks for validating me.
I know you didn't need me to do that.
We're big feelings validation podcast.
Big. Hey, cats. Does anybody want to talk about cats real quick? It's been kind of a weird operation for me personally.
Mindful. Why talk to little cats?
Like, you talked to me one day, I'm like, why in Mope in Utah? Couldn't give a damn if he's in Lexington. Get texts, especially after a dub, like, oh, you still ready to get him fired? And I'm like, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But damn it, he saved his job for another game. I'll give him credit. Real quick overview. Beat Ole Miss, Travis Perry. Played 10 minutes, started, nothing burger. Man, we miss that Kentucky boy. Yeah, I obviously miss him a lot. Airballed his first shot. He shot the first shot of the game. Airballed 3. And I'm like,
they drew it up for him.
Like, and this is what you want? You wanted him to stay? God, I mean, I was like, get back on the other end of the floor, idiot. God. Wow, I can't believe we wouldn't sign him to come back. Like, that's why. That's why you didn't tell Travis to stay. Played 10 minutes. Dude subbed out after 3. Idiot. I don't think I said idiot. I'm sure I said something else. Fat boy, get down the other sand.
I'm sure he was like, I'm going to come into this game. I'm going to shut all these people up. They're going to miss. They're going to regret letting me go.
20 burger. Easy.
Airball.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. Back to the bench.
Back to the bench. I'm just going to go sit, hang out with my boy Chris. So, Cats win 72-63. Then you followed up with an absolute stinker on the road at Vanderbilt. And in that moment, it if that was probably the closest game I felt what I felt during the Gonzaga loss of we look like losers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We did not belong after the first 5 minutes. What was the point? That's kind of how I felt. Was like, what are we doing here? Like, you may as well have packed it up at halftime, not walked back out and just got on the bus and went home.
Yeah.
It felt like, I mean, the only highlight of that one was the fact that Ortega continued on his reign. He had 25 and 3 assists against Vanderbilt, and which when you're down 30 points, quite frankly, I don't really give a rip what you do. Vandy, Vandy only shot 26 threes. I think their MO probably similar to Kentucky's, even though I think Kentucky's overarching picture of threes, which Mopes has always been like 30 to 35 attempts.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Vanderbilt's probably the same, if not, maybe a little bit more. Then we went 10 of 26. So you just found that interesting, that the thing that they strive to be really good at, and they were talking about it on postgame that they were like, well, they kind of did a very more gentle Nate Oates response, which was like, we just saw that rebounding was probably where we could, if we beat them in the rebounding game, we'll get second chance opportunities to try to kick it out for 3. And like, if we take advantage of that, then like we should be good.
Yeah.
And Mark Byington, quite frankly, outcoached him, exposing it. It was just that whole unraveling feeling of, we suck again. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
But
hey, you got back on that horse quick.
Dadgummit. You had me leaving, and then you bring me right back in, baby. It's Saturday night.
If there was one thing,
you roll into Fayetteville against Chicken Man, and damn it, did you do it again?
Fayetteville is crazy.
It's crazy work. I probably shouldn't say that, but
oh my gosh, Fayetteville.
We stormed the beaches of Fayetteville, the palace of the Midwest, whatever they call their arena.
Oh,
buddy, we lit that sucker up. Probably got to quit doing that. I'm just really leaning in right now. And by God, we destroyed that thing, bombed it like the upside.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Ooh, easy. I'm going to have to come hose you down. Jeez Louise.
Jesus. Somebody is going to get that bit online and be like, oh, God.
Who is this guy?
Don't hire that guy for nothing. That was unbelievable. What a road win. And I'm going to stop right there real quick because I do want to highlight the fact that Kentucky won last night. They beat Oklahoma pretty handily. They won 94-78. Mm-hmm. Halftime, they were up 11. Ortega had 24. BG legacy game, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Got a technical with 1 second left in the game. Because, of course, why not? And then this is a shout out to Cousin Wes. He needed me to do this. He's been on my tail. And then we had the weirdo from a weird country in Croatia. He's an absolute ugly idiot. Andre Jelovic, standing at 6'11", 250 pounds, had 9 points and 6 rebounds. Pretty good game by him. He's just been on me. He's like, you have to drop the semi-pro reference. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, that is a semi-pro. I was like, man, Cousin Wes. Ooh. We got to have a sit down with Cousin Wes, and then I'm like, oh no, that's a
I think for me and Wes, that's easily
from
in our
weird country called Lithuania.
Lithuania. He is ugly.
He's ugly as hell. Yeah. Big shout, Cousin Wes. Great
shout out, Cousin Wes.
God,
he's like, why haven't you used it yet? Yeah. I'm like, I just haven't had a moment. I don't know what you want me to do. Okay, back to Arkansas because I think that I don't know if there's been a lot of conversation of like, was that turning point? Was that a turning point for the program on the season? And Was there a lot of similarities go a year ago? Sorry, to wind the clock back of Chicken Man, Arkansas coming to Lexington. They're 1-6 in the conference. I mean, myself, everybody, granted, my MO was I'm hate watching every game, all this stuff.
It's your Super Bowl.
Everybody thought they were dead in the water. Like, Arkansas might win 4 games in conference and end up going 4-14. Like, you don't make the tournament, all the things. They completely flip the switch, make a run, make the tournament, end up going to Sweet 16. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, but like things, the only difference was the fact that Kentucky was coming in at, I think they were already 5-3 coming into the game. So whatever, if that really even means much other than saying like, well, we weren't 1-6.
Yeah.
Coming into the game and feeling like, well,
at least
we look like deadbeats, and it was just more, we got thumped on the road at Vanderbilt.
Sure.
Are we going to get up off the mat? My ultimate fear, and I had said it multiple times, was if we lose this game, I think Mope loses the locker room.
Yeah.
Because of the tension, all the background stuff between players, attitude stuff, bullcrap, the Louisville game and how that was a whole PR nightmare, the Michigan State thing. It was always like one thing after the other. So I had just kind of circled Arkansas to say, I'm not expecting them to win. I had no thought that they would.
Yeah.
I fully embraced they're going to go down there and they are going to get throttled and lose by 25 points. It's going to be a whole thing. We're going to look like wet dogs, all this stuff. Next thing you know, I'm like,
what's this?
11 of 12 in our first attempts. Okay. Maybe we got something going. I don't know. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but I'm just like, I think we got a ball game, folks. Might be time to lean in a little bit. All right. We're up 42-35 at half. Like, okay. Next thing you know, 85-77. Otega, 24, 8-3. My girl Aberqueen with 10 points. Come on now. A big ugly from Croatia, Andre Jelovic. He had 7 points, 2 rebounds. Malachi, 11-7. And Colin Chandler. I would say of the last several games, I think his coming out party in year 2 has probably what's been the most impressive. You kind of knew what you're getting with Aberdeen. You were just hoping with like Malachi and Jasper, you get something out of them. Jasper's been fine. I mean, the other night at Ole Miss, he had 11 points. He had a couple threes, and then Oklahoma game, I think he had 2 threes. So they're offering you something. And my one big issue had always been we don't space the floor. We're not offering anything when it comes to space, driving lanes. I mean, we talked about it one previous episode where Natos was like, if the ball goes down low to Malachi or a Mo Diabate, like the ball doesn't go back out. I mean, it's either a missed shot or a rebound, or if they make it, then like, all right, kudos to them. But otherwise, like, ain't nothing going to happen here. All of a sudden, Colin Chandler, like, start hitting some big threes. You're kind of thinking like, okay, I think we got something. And whatever, Jalen Lowe, JQ, at this point, I'm kind of like, y'all aren't on the team, injury stuff, whatever. So you've had to learn how to divert the whole system and just basically say, okay, we're not playing with them, obviously. I think he gave people defined roles. I think I talked about a little bit last episode of people know what they're going to do now. If, instead of Denzel thinking like, well, Jalen's hurt, but like he may come in here later in the game. Do you need me to play point guard? Like now it's, there are going to be times we still need you to play point guard. But otherwise it's either that or you're at the 2 or the 3. That's it. Otega, you're at the 3. Maybe if we're going small ball, may go to the 4. Otherwise, probably really not pushing that. But like last night, they had Andre at the 4. And it's great. Do I think that Andre's going to hit 5 threes a game? No. But if he hits at least 2, maybe a third, awesome. Yeah. Now you're talking like Otega, Colin Chandler, Andre, Jasper, if he comes in, Aberdeen. Like, now I'm kind of looking at a product to say, like, okay, I don't think that it's going to consistently been they hit 12. I know they only hit 6 threes against Arkansas, but they hit 12, I think, against Ole Miss. But it's like, okay, so we may not be attempting 30 to 35 threes a game.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be more like 20 to 25. But if you're telling me we can hit anywhere from 8 to 12 consistently, well, frankly, I'm going to feel great.
Yeah.
May not win, but that at least gives you a chance instead of us just feeling like completely defeated and thinking like, we don't know what we're doing. Moab doesn't have a game plan. Dude's still standing around looking stagnant. Now the whole dribbling the ball out of the air doesn't feel as exhausting and frustrating to watch as I felt like there was a number of games where I was like, that's all we're doing. We're just standing. Nobody knows what even if a play's calls out, nobody knows what we're doing. They're just kind of like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I just want to do my thing. Could that have been more Jalen Lowe thing? I don't know. Who's to say? But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I will say that in comparison to if you talked to me even like 3 weeks ago, or obviously any time before that, I'm like,
hey,
like the city on fire, launch me into the sun.
Yeah.
Like, don't care.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing. Why do I give up my time and energy to watch a product like this? And then dadgummit, Mark Moat rides down into the gates of hell in Fayetteville. And all right, that's the last one. He really did it.
Yeah.
And it yeah. I think there was just a lot of us that obviously is excited as pretty much everybody was. It was kind of like, I can't believe we did that. Like, I can't believe we did it. We went on the road to Cal, and there was a lot of like, classic Cal game, stinking the first whatever bit, and Darius Acuff, he had a good game.
I think
he had 20-some points in
yeah. I think Arkansas is beginning to I think they're leaning on him too much.
Well, in shucks, Big DJ, when he decides
Big DJ.
Go follow my boy down there and play a big old whopping 14 minutes and get 4 points. And
yeah. I looked at DJ's stats.
Bro, what are we doing?
Last 5 games he's played 15 minutes, 14 minutes, 19 minutes, 16 minutes, 21 minutes. What's happened?
DJ, bro, you're backing up Darius and Malik.
What's happened?
I still think to this day, if DJ never got hurt freshman year, I think he had a really good chance to launch to the NBA. Like a year or two of a healthy DJ would have been a really hard push. Because of his relationship, because of his dad and Cal, the whole thing. I could have seen it happening, but him being injured was like a huge deal that kind of snowballed into like what it is now. But that also gets into like Cal was still playing him while he was injured and all this stuff. But here we are in year 3. You're sitting in Arkansas and getting some run.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't be happy, man. I mean, I talked about it before the season of like, here's an opportunity for him to like, you're not going to be the A1 guy on this team, but here's a chance to like help the team win. You're so talented. Like, can you be a really good 2 or a really good 3 on the team? And like, here he is barely playing now.
Yeah, I was going to say, could he? Because of what I've seen in the past, I would say, sure.
He absolutely could. That's what
But like, there's clearly a reason why he's not. And I haven't watched enough games this year to give you like a clear and accurate answer on why does DJ come off the bench.
That's probably pretty healthy of you that you've not.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very adult,
growth.
Good, mature decision by me.
Good
Instead
job,
of what I was doing during the game, which was screaming like, somebody needs to punch DJ right in the grill, bro. Just sock him right in the nuts.
Send BJ out there. Or
I'll
BG.
go. Send me, give me a private jet. I'll go do it. But like Billy Richmond's getting 28 minutes off the bench. And it's kind of I don't know. I don't know. But like I jokingly say all that, knowing that like for 15 years I watched that amass into this. It was the same conversation for such a long time, which was like, well, we got all this talent. Like, what are we going to do? And then watching dudes sit on the bench and dry up because they get nothing. They get no run. They just, it's basically like just sitting in the sun all day and not doing anything about it. And then anytime they'd come in, they make one mistake, they get yanked. But for DJ, it's like you actually have still a long leash because of your prior relationship with Cal. But there's a reason. I mean, he had 4 shot attempts. One of them was from 3. 4 points. There was a moment though during that game. So I was going to say my like opinion about the whole 3 technicals in 38 seconds about as crazy as the fact that they went and won on the road at Arkansas. But when after the 3rd technical, and I would show you the video. Yeah, I know I've texted you. There is a moment where what's his first name? Malik Ewan. He got picked as the guy to go shoot the free throws from Kentucky after, I can't remember which technical it was. It was either the 2nd or 3rd one. He airballed the first shot. And I mean, it actually, hey, you know what? Did I happen to have it pulled up?
You're going to watch it again.
Everything will work out for the best.
Oh! And I just know BG's like, wait a minute, did he just airball that?
My gosh.
My favorite part of that whole video is watching it over and over again, seeing like Brad in the background just going.
Brad Calipari just hanging his head.
And then
at home, you're airballing a technical free throw.
And then he braked the next one. It hit the back rim and sent it up into the stratosphere. Oh, it was great. So for a second, I was like, oh, we're fine. Like, I ain't worried about this. But what I was going to say is then they had ran an out of bounds play where it was basically like Billy Richmond gets a jet sweep off of the corner. And I mean, he come flying down the middle of the lane. And it felt like he had taken one step just past the free throw line. Crammed it. And I thought, it's done. Like, they took the lead. And it was only a 1-point lead. But you could tell, like, even the ESPN audio truck was like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, we can't even contain the volume of how that roof exploded. And it just felt like an absolute seismic shift of, yep, it's done. We gave it a good run. We were hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
After that, like 10-minute mark, when they kind of started to get things in gear. Lo and behold, later on in that game, Colin Chandler basically sealed it. You had made the comment about somebody being compared to a Kobe Bryant. Who was it? Darren
Peterson.
Yeah. Darren Peterson. I jokingly said, oh, was that Kobe out there who just hit that? Talking about Colin. He, they were already up. I think they were up 6. And it was just kind of that feeling of like ball game done, sealed it.
Yeah.
He got an inbound pass. There's probably like 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and it's a great clip. Just drives it, stops, pump fakes, gets Brazil up in the air, and just a step back floater. clean. I mean, absolute beauty. And yeah, so good. So good to take it to Chicken Man. Hate that for them. Sucks to suck. Hate that you guys still live over there, bro. Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me.
But you know, whatever. He'll keep doing his thing. Get dudes paid. They'll go in the NBA. They should. It's all great.
La Familia. Yeah, it's all great. All good. Yeah.
It was always, but you know, hey, as long as you buy into the cow product, knowing it's about him and you get to profit off of him, like, yeah, hey, great. Awesome. Go do that, bro. So I'm not upset about it or anything.
No. Look at us. I mean, we're both feeling good. Your team's won 6 of 7. We've won 4 straight. One of us is about to be just up big and down bad. Yeah,
all right, I'll give you my quick prediction. I think it's a denim dub by 2.
I can see it.
I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be close, regardless. Yeah, I definitely, I will say, I clearly do not feel how I felt on the trip to Knoxville.
Yeah.
Evidence based on the last couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a part of me though that deep down is like, oh, you could easily still lose this game? Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the very things that you talked about. It was like a good old late back game right here.
Mm-hmm.
Been having this circled for a couple weeks now. Native Mints and Stride, like as long as the other pieces kind of basically keep doing what they're doing, like quite frankly, should be okay.
Yeah.
So that part at least scares me a little bit, especially knowing if Nate gets his, then I think part of me is kind of like, if he gets 20, then like so be it. You can't let him go for like 30 plus though. If he does that, then
that's what feels like for Tennessee. It's like if you get 17 to 20 from Nate, Jacoby,
hope somebody else step
yeah,
in.
Jacoby has to step up. JP Estrella, like, I mean, if Nate gets 25 to 30 in a game, that should probably be tight.
Yeah,
I like our odds. If Nate's gonna play to what the average is of his last 4 to 5 games, basically, yeah, the last 5 6 really. I don't want to say it like hangs on Nate if Tennessee wins or loses, but I think it kind of does.
I think it's fair to say that. I mean, there's a reason why you paid the guy, and whatever he gets paid, and there's a reason why you recruited him to do it. I will be interested. I don't think that they've released who's on the call ref wise, but if our boy Doug Shouse is on it, buddy, just go ahead and assume 5 technicals are going to be given out. I assume Jalen and BG are both going to get a technical each.
There's going to be a fight at some point.
It'll be offsetting technical. Yeah. Like somebody, Otega's probably going to say something.
I bet JP Estrella's probably going to say something. He's pretty chirpy.
Oh, 100%.
And chirpy.
That's what makes it fun. I'm like, the dudes, if they didn't talk, like, come on, it would still be fun because it's a rivalry game. But they all care.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, like, when they're getting into it. So it makes it more exciting. But I still can't believe he called them a fat boy. It's so low level. Yeah. I can't. And it's so mean.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel. And I probably need to lean into it rather than me doing my whole like, oh God, we're gonna get killed. My 30 and
both of us. Husky boys cup free this weekend.
Oh, cups off, bro. I don't even know what that is. What's that? I've never heard of that. God, it's gonna suck so bad. Hey, real quick, we've run long. Well, actually, a little long. I was gonna say this is about normal, but it's 10:25 at night.
Yeah.
Did you have real quick any dogs, donkeys, I have a separate section called Cornball of the Week.
Okay.
Because Donkey wouldn't be fair
Gosh,
on this particular one.
Shame on me. I didn't really put a lot of thought into this one. Dog has to be easy. My daughter Keller started swim lessons last week. Yeah, give it up for Keller. A little scared that first time, trying something new. It's always scary.
Yeah.
And she was brave. And you know what? She loved it. And she's swimming good. And it's, layup dog of the week.
Easy work. Girl, you got this.
I could also like a like combo dog / donkey is myself. Give it to myself.
I love a good self.
Yeah, a good self one. This morning I got to work and it's a little icy this morning. Knox County Schools was out. But I'm driving. Oak Ridge was fine.
That's my donkey.
I'm driving to work. No problems, no issues, no wrecks. And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Roads are fine. Everything's good. I pull into the John H. Coleman parking lot. Shout out, John H. Coleman. I pulled in my normal parking spot. There's a little bit of snow in the parking spot. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I took like 2 steps out of my truck and I absolutely ate it. I mean, and it was all caught on the security cameras. So half of Knoxville has seen this video at this point of me totally. And like, I've watched this video 20 times at this point today. I don't know how I'm not in the hospital.
It's so good.
I fell so hard. And probably the funniest bit is as I land, I like take a beat laying there to like assess like, is anything broken? Is anything torn?
Mm-hmm.
No. But so like I look very defeated for about half a second. And I wish there was audio on the security cameras because I let out a big old F-bomb lying there on the ground. Just
yeah.
So donkey to me for not being aware of my surroundings, but dog to me, I'm fine, baby.
You bounce back like an absolute pro.
Somehow nothing hurts. I maybe have a little skin knee, just a touch, but like
that's fine, man.
I absolutely ate it. And you know what? I'm fine.
Ain't no thing, bro.
And it was funny. And you know what? It was good content. Good content for the people out there.
So good.
It was really good content. So I was happy to do that for the people, I guess. So little combo, dog donkey.
Shout out Hoops for the combo. I have a quick dog of the week. Our boy Will Hurt. They caught a dub. You've heard us talk about him. He is the assistant men's head coach at University of Central Florida. Go Knights.
Mm-hmm. Golf team. Yep.
Just shout out to him. And
Billy.
If I uttered the things that he has said to me over phone calls, just from like a coach to a coach, when it comes to working in golf, this podcast would get canceled easily. But it was just like bitter cold tournament, the classic, like even coaches of Florida, you name a big program in the SEC or just college golf, they're there and they're like, what the hell are we doing here? I mean, it's 25, 30 degrees in the state of Florida. Mm-hmm. This is miserable. Big Will had an individual win it on a playoff hole.
Slick Willie.
God. So I hope he is enjoying a very heavy Budweiser as he likes to partake.
Good job, Bill.
My cornball of the week actually has to go to LeBron James. So if you were unaware, I want to preface, I wish I could. I mean, I could do the whole thing, show you the video, whatever. You just need to go up on Instagram, TikTok, whatever your favorite handle is, and just put Lakers or LeBron James pregame ritual. And it is like the most ridiculous thing I have watched. And I've watched it what feels like 500 times because everybody has an angle. It doesn't matter if it's the dude who's nosebleeds or if they're 3 rows back. LeBron gets in the corner of the court, takes the basketball, throws it up as hard as he can up in the air, comes down, bounces once. And all right. So it bounces one time. Then as the ball comes down, he will catch it, but then everybody on the team in the same sequence.
It's like they all do like a squat at the same time.
They all do a squat.
To catch the ball.
And now it's become hilarious because you've got Luka in the background who can't figure out the timing. Yeah. And he always does it like a half second too late.
Yeah.
And like my first reaction was like, oh, this is like team camaraderie, whatever. And then I keep watching it. I'm like, this is so stupid. And then I keep watching more. I'm like, all right, this is actually really funny. And it's just it's gotten so I've gotten so in the weeds about it because I'm like, it's really not worth me spending so much time on. But I keep watching one video after the other. And then I start getting in the comments, which that's probably what it ultimately boils down to is like, you got to go to the comment section. I can't tell you how many people, one person said, Unc thinks he's the group leader. And somebody then put LeBron, professional or a farmer. And
it's like the fact that this man is like 40 years old in year 23 in the league.
Yeah.
Pulling this, like, I have a, like, bro, it's time to take it to the house. But also, like, hey, good for you, you 40-year-old that you're.
Yeah,
just like,
I guess that's like what I struggle with is like
I'm breaking
very
out
much
this
caught in the
new
middle.
silly pregame dance with my teammates as a 40-year-old because he's LeBron. He can do whatever he wants.
Right, LeBron can do whatever.
Got nothing to prove.
But you know,
to
the rest
nobody.
of them are like, all right,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like I watch it and I'm like watching Bronny do it, and I'm just like, is he just like, oh, here goes dad again? Like this is
bad, bro.
But he's doing it lockstep with him.
Oh yeah,
like
easy.
They're all into it.
One of my other favorite comments that I saw, just random people will comment on the videos and say, it's just a thing me and Braun came up with a while back. You wouldn't get it. And I mean, these people who comment that, like, clearly have no relationship with LeBron, and they'll have like 2,500 likes. People are like, no, he's right. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. Cornball. And of course, he'll never see this, hopefully. Don't cancel us. I couldn't deal with it. I was like, I've got to talk about this somewhere. And then I most likely will not let it die for the rest of the week because it's just utterly insane. So that's all I got.
That's a good one.
No, I do have one donkey.
Yeah.
Knox County Schools.
Knox County Schools. Cowards. Go to school.
Cowards. It just got to the point where as Hoops, received several messages of things that I can't show or repeat on here.
You've told me multiple times to launch. You want to be launched into the sun.
Launch me into the sun. I'm done.
Yeah,
I can't do this anymore. I love my kids. Send them to school.
Go to school. Yeah.
Yeah. The most frustrating part was what I imagine a lot of parents felt would you get a phone call at 4:50 in the morning, and it's the automated message from Knox County Schools. Our girl Carly Harrington said, "Hey, dude," and you just knew, like, oh my God, we're doing this again. Okay,
run it back.
We figured it out. We always do.
Ball up top.
Yeah. Just ball up top. So, I mean, other than that, that's all I got. So, Saturday, round 2, maybe we'll throw out our little 10-minute or so preview mini-sode. If we get around to it. Just kind of like a 24-hour, like, how you feeling lead up. That game's at like 8:30 Saturday night, bro.
Yeah. I'm taking Keller to a daddy-daughter dance that night.
God,
it's going to be great.
That will be great. Wait.
It's going to be great.
Will you be done before the game, or is it going to be during?
Surely. 8:30, my daughter must be asleep. At that point.
There's no negotiating. She will be in bed.
No. Dance will be long over by then.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring a basketball and we'll try LeBron's pregame dance with all the toddlers.
If you do, just get Razor or somebody.
It's in a gym.
Hey, will you record this real quick?
I got an idea.
Hey,
Yeah.
Come on, Dad. Hey,
Razor's gonna be there. Tyler Roberts gonna be there. Thomas will be there. I'll bring a basketball. We gotta get our daughters.
Let's do the thing. I remember I sent it to. Let's do the thing I sent to you last night. We practiced this. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh God, I would love that 100%. It would also drive me nuts. All right. Other than that, that's all I got. Big Papa.
Bobby Hoos.
See you guys.